I definitely have songwriting guidelines and tips and like writing tools I love to share. But what I also thought we could do today is if anyone wants to share a song, I can provide those tips and like sort of big ideas through a song. If that's, I like to do it that way. Like I know all these things I want to teach you, but I can actually show you songs.
It's nice to see examples. I think that's always a great way to learn.
Yeah. And in fact, okay, I'll do this one.
I have a little list of songs that people here have submitted. So I can, when we're ready, just let me know. And then I'll do like a little randomization of them and choose two.
Okay.
And we can
do that. Thank you. And
Yeah.
Jordan, thanks for emailing me because that's what got me in here.
So oh yeah, of course.
I sincerely apologize. Like
no worries at all. We were just chatting, waking up.
So just so you know, like a little bit of credibility, that's a Grammy certificate on the wall for a song that I wrote that's on a soundtrack that the soundtrack won an Oscar and a BAFTA and a Grammy. I have a little bit of experience to share with you in terms of songwriting, in terms of like, who's this person teaching me songwriting? Not that says like, oh, that means everything, but it was a really fun night writing that song in Bombay, India, Mumbai. And as a coach, I've been vocal coaching and artist coaching for over 20 years, over 25 years now. And I started coaching songwriting when a singer, actually in India, he's the singer on the Life of Pi theme song for the film. And he is like a kind of hard rock. Yeah, he's got a hard rock band. And he said to me, I'd really like to get better at writing lyrics. Could you teach me? And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I've never taught songwriting. If you're open to being my first, student, I'll give it a shot. And that made me sit down and think of all the ways that I write and what helps me and things that have made me a better songwriter. And so I started organizing those thoughts and showing him. And in the course of a week, I watched his lyrics get a lot better. And I went, okay, this has value. Someone's learning from this. And as I've continued to teach songwriting, I've really seen that. I've seen the growth of the artist listening. And I'm like, okay, so what I'm sharing is meaningful and having an impact. So I'll teach this. And I love it. Like I love showing you where the gold is in your song and how to get more gold and trim the fat, stuff like that. So let's start with that. Let's start with a song. Who's going to play a song?
Cool. Let me do a little randomization. I'm going to just share my screen really quick. So I've put all your songs that you sent me here in this little, can everyone see this?
Yeah.
Randomizer. Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm gonna randomize it. And the first one, Bad Pennies. Cool. So let me send you the link. Actually, do you want me to play it from my end, Wendy, or do you want me to send it to you?
You can play it from your end because it's coming through my system. I'm hearing you on nice big full calls, so I'll get it.
I'm not able to hear it. Can other people hear Wendy? I might have done something wrong.
Yeah, send it to me. Or drop it in the chat, whatever you need to do. Maybe not the chat, huh?
Let me just play from my end. Is that okay? Can I play from my end?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get it up real quick. Okay, Bad Pennies, got it here. And would you like me to play through the whole song, the whole track?
We'll probably end up with half of it for now.
Or just kind of
I help you get through more songs, but let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll wave you down.
All right. Let's do this. All right, here we go. And you can see the lyrics too, which is perfect.
Great.
Let me know if give me a thumbs up if you can hear when I start to play.
All the bad pennies, heads up, tails you lose, turning upside down, spinning away the blues. sisters would like to visit you, but you're busy with your bed penny blues. While the bed pennies circling and fall, and your eyes glaze over, and a tear from one eye falls. One cheek is blue, the other is white, and the ghosts of your past carefully hidden from sight. While the bed pennies rolling to rest, and the echo
Can you stop the song?
is
Okay, this is beautiful. I definitely want to see.
All right.
I probably want to see lyrics still. Whose song is this? So I know who I'm talking to. Anne. I want to say your name correctly. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Hi, what's your name?
Anya. Anya,
Anya?
like Anya. That's right, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay. Just to let you know, it's a little hard to hear, so we might need to hear you a little stronger.
Oh,
I'll turn this off.
there you go.
Thank you. So this is beautiful. The arrangement is beautiful, the vocal. Can we bring the lyrics back up? Like
Yeah.
I'm super like in a mood. The minute this song starts, you've so put me in a mood. I do want to look at the lyrics because I'm not clear about some things.
Okay.
So, and I love this idea of bad pennies, bad penny blues. That's really, really cool. So there's a few references around the penny. And so that's why I'm not clear about, I don't know why there are multiple pennies. Like if you're in like bad penny blues is really cool. I'm in the blues of a bad penny. I got on the fail side, right? I got the tail side, but then they're spinning also. So for me, I love the theme. I just, it's not all sending me in a clear direction of one thing. So can you explain to me what this is about? Like, what are the bad pennies?
Okay. Well, it's, the whole song is kind of like cloud songs around.
Oh, wait, I can't understand you. I need to know what you're saying.
So it's the whole song. The song is kind of a cloud song cycle around the and the feminine. And this one's about a woman who's trying to.
Can you all understand her? Or is it just me?
No.
No.
Are you able to type it in
Maybe-
the chat?
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe you
okay.
could type in the chat.
Yeah, or if you have a headset.
Oh, I don't. I'm sorry. I'm on the side of the highway. But
Oh, got you. Don't drive. Don't be driving while we do this.
it's about a woman who's trying to leave her past behind.
Mm.
But everybody keeps coming up like bad things.
Can you
A
type it in the
woman-
chat? Because
I think she
getting,
said
I'm
a
getting
wo-
words.
I think she said a woman who's
a
trying to
woman.
leave her past behind. Is that what
Yeah.
you said?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So she's trying to leave her past behind. But who's they? Who's they keep coming back? Is that memories? Is that people? Is that people?
And that's the problem. Everybody you can't. Like we're
Type that in.
everybody-
Type in what you're saying.
I think she's saying, but she can't
Oh,
leave them behind.
Mm.
why can't she leave them behind? I know you're typing.
Oh, she's typing.
So this is a really key important thing when in writing a song is like, if for example, there's a lot of I and you, don't throw in they. Like, so pronouns and players need to be clear. She can't leave the people from her past behind because they keep turning up like bad pennies. Okay,
Right.
so that I did not get from this story. I thought that she's like the bad penny, or she's being affected by the bad pennies. I get that, but she's also in the bad penny blues. So, I want to know more specifically that really that like a bad penny, like, you know, like if it's a you somehow, like I'm not going to write good lyrics right now, but if the idea is that, and maybe it's like all my bad pennies, like these are my, if it's even more personalized, like all my bad pennies, you know, they like, I keep finding them. I find them in my pockets. I find them as I walk through my day. I find like that these are things that keep hitting her. Could be like, oh, this is how they're coming across my world every day. I'm trying to get rid of them, but all the bad pennies keep showing up. Like I need to feel that more specifically. There's a lot of good poetry and imagery. So for example, all the bad pennies, heads up, tails you lose. So I don't know if they're heads up or they're tails, because you've given me both right there. Right. And then turning upside down, spinning away the blues. So again, I don't know what the pennies are doing, because you have them heads up, falling, and then turning upside down. So I don't know what's happening with the penny, because you've given me multiple directions. But is it like, I'd like a line somewhere in here that really says that, like I'm trying to, pennies are copper, right? So if it's like, I'm collecting gold and silver, I'm like this idea of I'm moving towards something that's better for me, but all these bad pennies keep showing up in the mix. Like I'd love to hear that exact idea in here somewhere. And all the ways, like think of all the ways that pennies do show up. They're, like I said, you find it in a pocket, you walk by one and you're picking it up and you're like, I'm hoping that it's good luck, but it's tails. I love this circling and fall. All the bad pennies circle and fall. I'd say circle instead of circling. Because are they circling you? But if they're spinning like a top, all the bad pennies circle and fall, right? So I'm like, oh, here's that moment of good luck, bad luck again. So again, I'm going to show you how you're giving me two sides, so it's not definitive. All the bad pennies circling and fall, your eyes glaze over, a tear from one eye falls. One cheek is blue, the other is white. So what does that mean? Because again, it's like this contrast of I got this and that, so I don't know where I don't know emotionally where I'm at. And the ghosts from your past carefully hidden from sight. Are they hidden or are they coming out? She lives a double life in doing so nobody knows who she is. Okay, tell me that in this story. Tell me a double life. Tell me that directly. Like, all the bad pennies circle and fall. What do they do? Are they surrounding you? Are they pulling you back? Are they a threat? Are they a threat to, if we think of money, like because you're using money, they say, oh, you're a threat to my existence. Well, how pennies don't add up to much, right? So if it's like, you know, my past, like puts me in the negative. My past would leave me in debt while I'm living another life, showing the world gold and silver kind of idea. Like, so for me, the contrast is show me the double life more, because I don't know what a blue cheek is and I don't know what a white cheek is. Is that abuse, blue cheek?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I need more clarity of like I said, a little less poetry and a couple more specifics. Like I'm asking you questions and you're giving me the actual thing here, right? She's living a double life. And so no one knows, they don't know who she is, or they don't know her past. Both. Okay. So could you say in here somewhere, like, like if it's, you think that if you put a you in, it would be like, you think that you know me. You think that you know me covered like in silver and gold. I'm just throwing out bad lyrics. You don't know all the bad pennies that I hold, or all the bad pennies that I hide. Right. Or you don't know the past that I hide. Tell me that. And I go, oh, now I know what's happening. Right. And then give me more poetry. But I think that for each line, what I would definitely recommend, and this is an exercise that's really good for everybody. For every lyric, I want you to make a document, and your lyrics are on the left side. And on the right side, you write down what every line actually means. So all the bad pennies, heads up, what are you trying to say in that line? Turning upside down, spinning away the blues. So here you say spinning away the blues, but here she's busy with bad penny blues. We can't be both. So even though you're trying to show us that there's a double life, you have to give us more of a definitive way of experiencing the song rather than being in between. Let us feel like we're in between, or recognize that she's in between, but I still need a strong opinion and an emotional opinion. Does that make sense? So for every lyric on the left, write what you're trying to say or what actually happened on the right. Write the detail from your life or from the experience or whatever. Like, this is what I was saying. This is what I was saying. So if you're explaining every line, it would go on the right-hand side. And then your next draft is taking everything on the right and turning it into lyrics. So that maybe you're going to keep some of the first lyrics, maybe you're going to not, but the right column is actually what happened. It's the truth. Can you put more of that into the lyric? And then get poetry, then get rhyme. Yeah, you can let the screen go. The lyrics. Thank you, Jordan. Any questions from what I just said? Does that make sense to you? Is some of the feedback I'm giving you on this song make sense?
Thank you so much.
Give me some chat. Yeah.
Yeah, she said, thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, you do. This is a 3-minute movie, right? And sometimes now they're 2-minute movies, right? So you're trying to have a beginning, middle, and end, or not. It could just be a snapshot. It doesn't have to have a beginning, middle, end. Sometimes the song is just a snapshot of one thing, of a moment. But you need to take us on an emotional journey that is emotionally vulnerable. Like, you don't have to tell us your plot at all. If you're talking about, let's say, for example, domestic violence, you do not have to spell that out. You don't have to confess that to us. We don't need to know your past. You can keep that part private. But the emotional expression of it, the emotional pain or impact of it needs to be in the song. That's what I need to feel without you even telling me what happened. Does that make sense? Because I think that's great. Like one cheek. Now, if you're talking about coins again, if you were like, one cheek is blue and the other cheek white, I want a little something after that that's like, if it's I've run from my past at that point, or I'm again, I think just balancing out the poetry with some specific clarity that gives me more understanding of what's happening. But I really do think that the right and left thing will help you a lot. This is what I meant by it. This is what I meant by it. And then can I get what I meant by it into the lyric more? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah,
there
I think
go,
that
Alexis.
I
That's
think
great.
that would be a really nice thing to, it's like, especially for people who are visual like I am, I think like seeing that would be a helpful.
I'll give you an
tool.
example. One song I wrote, I showed up to I shared it with someone, and I was like, I wrote this song, and they're like, I don't understand, what's it about? And I said, it's about XYZ. And they're like, well, then write XYZ. I don't get XYZ in this song. And I realized I was writing about something really personal and painful. And I was kind of hiding my vulnerability by being clever and smart and cool, but I didn't really put the truth in there enough and my pain in there enough. So I went back and I just wrote XYZ, and the song came out in 10 minutes because it was very easy to write. This is what happened. This is how it made me feel. this is, here's the theme of the song. And if I, heard that song today, even I'd be like, oh, that hurts. Cause it was very raw. It was very true. And it didn't need to be, there's rhyme and there's cleverness, but I was hiding my vulnerability behind the cleverness. So making sure that the emotional vulnerability is there. And again, once you have a theme, like I love the Bad Penny theme. So you could either play with, is it all the bad pennies, meaning many people, many this, or is it like a bad penny, meaning like my past, like just the past all being combined with this bad penny keeps showing up. And I like all the bad pennies. Like it's very intriguing, that lyric itself. But make sure that, again, like that just like write a bunch of ideas around the theme. Like what are all the things that come to mind with a bad penny for anybody here? Like, what do you think about when you think bad penny? Put it in the chat. What are a bunch of the things? Like for me, I think about, find a penny, pick it up all day long, you'll have good luck. Like that comes to me. But instead I'm going, oh, it was tails. I just came across bad luck. Like something like I thought of the copper and then gold and silver instead. I thought of, you'd find it in your pocket. Like it's just spare change lying around. But I also think of like, you think of rust. Okay. I also think of like, if I'm buying something and you got to find pennies, you're like, why do we even have these things? They're just a nuisance. So I would think there's some nuisance and irritation to it. So I think if you do some Googling and some idea searching around bad penny, then yeah, the rust, the green, yeah, oxidized pennies in the laundry. So all these ideas could become an image somehow or utilized in your theme. Then everything like you did the circling, which I loved. It felt like a spin. I like the tails, that kind of idea. But maybe instead of tails, because tails makes me think of a tale or a story, maybe it's it's the wrong side, or it's something that just shows you the bad luck side, which feels more about life than tails. Unless it's TALES, in which case it's like a history story, something like that. Making a wish in a fountain, throwing them away. Yes, do you throw away pennies? Or you want to give them away? I give them to people like, oh, someone's going to need this when they give them to people. But yeah, I would toss it in the fountain, but it won't get me what I want, kind of idea. Like these are cool ideas that may or may not serve you, but whenever you have any theme, if you just write down all the ways that you think about that, all the things that come up with it, those can be lyrical ideas or image ideas that go into your story. Themes are like one of my favorite parts of it. Let's play another song. Themes are just one of my favorite things about songwriting.
Cool. All right. I'm going to do another randomization. Oh, okay. Let's do that again. I'm not going to listen to the same song again. All right. What's going down? Irene Jewel. I also just want to make sure everyone's here that we're going to play. Okay, cool. Irene's here. And then let me get up the song. All right. Irene, it looked like there were two versions of the song maybe sent. So let me know if this is the right one or the wrong one. But I think it looks like the lyrics are here and everything. So I think it's right. Cool. Does this look okay? I'll unmute you too.
Hey, yeah, that looks like the right one. That's my doggy.
Awesome. Okay, great, cute.
Thank you.
All right, great. We'll just go ahead and start playing. And then Wendy, just do the same thing you did last time when you're ready.
Gonna move to a brand new city. Life
Okay, can we keep the lyrics up? Okay, who wrote this?
It's me. There was a bridge coming up, but that's
Oh,
me.
okay. Yeah. No, I saw the bridge. Well, where's me?
Irene.
Oh, hey, Irene. Okay. So,
Hey.
can we bring Jordan the lyrics back up so I can see them? Okay, tell me what this song's about.
I wrote it, just was sick of the town I live in, sick of the music scene, the dating scene. I was really just complaining, but kind of was also kind of like, oh, I'm going to move to a different place and it's going to be different, that kind of thing. Kind of sassy, and I'm very theatrical. So I was trying not to sing too theatrical. But yeah, the song was about just really wanting to not be where I am, basically, physically and probably mentally too.
Okay, tell me about the music scene, what you don't like about it.
What was less about, well, at the time when I wrote it, I was in a couple of cover bands and I just wasn't happy doing that, basically. Not the people or anything like that, but I couldn't find people to.
Why didn't you like doing covers?
Because I had all these songs in me that I wanted to work on with other people and get them out. Instead, now I'm learning how to kind of produce at home. But yeah, at the time, that's really what it was, frustration. Couldn't find anybody that wanted to work on original music, I guess.
Okay. Okay, and what about the dating scene?
Well, it's very red here, we'll say, and just not a lot of men that I have anything in common with, or my
Tell me
type.
more about red. Tell me more about red.
Red. Gosh, I don't want to put down people and the way they live and their beliefs, but a lot of kind of mean conservative types of people. I live in Tallahassee, Florida. That might tell you. It's been in the news a lot.
Yes.
There's all the stuff that's going on in Florida. The fact that our governor, I don't want to get in political, but yeah, there was some of that.
I want to let you get completely political. This is a political free zone.
Okay, is this safe?
This is for you to write your song. So I want your strong opinion right here. And
okay.
Tell me about the
I hate it. I don't, I have friends that we're like-minded, but when I wrote it, I was just in a place where I was just frustrated with everything.
Tell me more about specifically with the dating, like what happened on dates that you didn't.
Oh, well, every time I was in a band with someone or trying to collaborate, they would, try something, or it was maybe an uncomfortable situation.
Oh, that's different. So that's not
that kind of stuff. So I didn't delve into that. It was, I didn't want to be trying to date. I really just wanted to work on music. Okay. But I also, so maybe I am contradicting myself, but I also had this fantasy of someday meeting someone who's really wonderful, who you click with and would work on music together. So,
Okay. So I just put in the chat basically all the answers that you just said to my questions.
Great.
And
yes,
what prompted
a lot
me
to
to
unpack.
say this?
Thank you.
What's that?
Okay.
Okay, now I see in your bridge, I got to get myself out of this place. I need more than one kind of weather. I think weather is not.
Oh, and that.
Not the strongest word for what you're actually talking about. I've been stuck here in misery with you, and I'd rather take lashes from leather. Okay, so a couple things I think is happening in this song. I think that you're finding things to rhyme instead of writing the story and then finding the rhyme.
Okay.
Like the strongest lyric is going to be the lyric first, then find a clever way to rhyme it. But I think we got leather lyric because the weather. And I don't think weather is what you're actually trying to say.
Well,
there, right?
I was in a band called Lashes.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that's a little bit too specific. I was like, so I'd rather, yeah,
But
saying,
for example, I think like I think there are like in your lyric writing, I'm not sure what the story is about because you're saying a few different things. Like you talk about the sinner, and you're saying that people are going to come to hear you to find out what's going down. But is that what the song's actually about? Like other people coming to hear you to find out what's going down?
that was also like an innuendo, a double entendre, flirty little thing. So it sounds like it's all over the place now that I
Yeah.
hear it. But yeah, it was kind of tongue in cheek.
So the first and the most
Because I didn't want to
important
say
thing,
getting down. Sorry.
why not? You can.
What's,
but here's the thing. Again, I don't know that that's what your song's about because that's not what you're like. That's not what the verse is about. That's not what the verses are about. They're not about people coming to see you getting down.
yeah.
If this song is about I want to get down with someone, then the verses need to tell us that.
Okay.
Right? Like
yeah.
the whole story leads us to this chorus. So if we think of the chorus is the theme of the whole song. If the song is Romeo and Juliet, the theme is star-crossed lovers. Mm-hmm. Then my verses have to tell me stories that when I hear that they're star-crossed lovers, I go, oh, they totally are. They're from feuding families. They're from, they've been told not to see each other. Like, right. Oh, everything in the verse like makes sense to me. And of course that's the chorus. So I fixed my sound back, so you should be able to hear. But basically, in order to listen to music, we have to have original sound for musicians on. I'll just flip it back and forth. So what I did was I asked you like questions because to me, this part, I got to get myself out of this place is what it feels like the song is about, right? You said, I'm going to move to another city. Absolutely. I'm going to find a handsome fella. So it feels like I got to get out of where I am. So I want to know why, right? Okay. Oh, I'm tired of covers. I've got songs in me. I got to get out. I want to connect. I want to be original. That's one idea. Everyone I'm dating, they're not my people. But then you also said, I'm trying to work. I'm not trying to date you. So which story are you going to tell? Some of it's going to be deciding, I'm not going to talk about the men I'm trying to date. I'm going to talk about the fact that I'm trying to work and this guy's trying to date me. They all want to do covers. I want to do originals. I got to get these songs out of me. Like that's one song idea. And another one could be about the fact that I live in this red state where God says, hate the sin, love the sinner. Well, then I'm a winner. That's a whole nother song. Like I'm a sinner and everyone around me thinks I'm a sinner, but that's how I want to go live my life. That's another thematic idea. Okay. So I think most importantly, we can lose the lyrics for a second. Most importantly is really, I'm going to say deciding, but also in the process of writing, the song is going to tell you what wants to be said. Like what is the story that wants to come out here? And that's the one I need to honor. Okay. And then thinking about like something I learned from AR so strong is like that bridge line to me is like a really strong first line of a song, because that first line of a song needs to like make me want to listen to the whole thing and go, oh, I'm intrigued. And your verses were, I'm going to, right? I'm going to do this. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna, haven't yet. Yeah, I'm gonna, haven't yet. There's probably a hit song that you can point to that does that. But in general, when you say, I'm gonna go do this, it's not actually happening. It's not in the moment. And it's a description of something you're going to go do. So it doesn't let me, the listener, be a part of it. Okay, makes sense. I get it. And it may or may not happen because you're saying I'm going to go do it, but that may or may not happen. But if it's like, I'm leaving this town, I've packed my bags or put my bags in the trunk, put my, my foot on the wheel, and now I'm in the car with you leaving. Now I'm with you. So, action. Yeah, the more present tense you can make things, the more in the moment we can be, the better. It raises the emotional stakes. Now, that doesn't mean you can't write a verse about, I used to, right? I used to this and that, because a lot of times verses especially are going to give us like where we came from. And now I'm this, right? Like
Right.
every guy I ever dated was like this, but now you're like that. Everyone I ever dated was like this, but you're so different. So that contrast can work. But that's important. But the main thing I would look at is like, what's the song I'm trying to write so I can tell that story.
Okay. It might be
I hope
three
that's helpful to
different
everybody.
songs.
There might be
I'm
three
sorry?
songs in here.
Yeah, it might be that one. Okay, cool. So I'll get clear about my intention, I guess.
Yeah. And
Basically.
start like give yourself 20 minutes and start in one direction. I'm going to write about how I'm tired of singing covers and I've got all these songs in me. So give yourself 20 minutes to explore that idea.
Okay.
If nothing happens, 20 minutes, start another direction. Let me try this one.
Okay.
And it might be on a different day, like one of those, like doesn't mean it's wrong. It's just maybe on Thursday, the other song comes to you. But on Wednesday, you want to write about like the red state stuff because that's just really getting to you. You know, it doesn't mean the other song's not there. It just might not be there right now.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much. I was so nervous. I appreciate this.
Yeah, definitely. And that's often a strong thing to do, is actually flip something from like sometimes after you've written a song, you could see like, well, what happens if the second verse is the first verse? Is it stronger? And then you might write a new second verse, or you tweak the first one. But that's often a case. Like if you flip the second verse into the top, it like, oh, that just strengthened the whole song.
I'm going to try to start with that bridge. Like you said, I'm going to start there. Maybe we'll just play with it. So
play with it. I think yes, exactly. Everyone's being vulnerable and sharing. I really appreciate that. I think really looking at like the present tense, put us with you. If you are the minute you're describing something, you're putting vulnerability at arm's length. So if I'm describing, it's over there for us all to look at, but I'm not in it being vulnerable. So moving away from description to being in the experience.
Okay. I think I've been doing that with a lot of songs. All of them can be like 3 or 5 different songs because I'm not getting really deep. So I need to like really do it. It's out of fear and scared to be vulnerable or whatever. But anyway, thank you so much for this input.
Here's the good news about art. You get paid and applauded to be vulnerable in the world of art.
Yeah.
And it's the only way we'll actually connect to you. It's why music connects with you is that vulnerability. And no one has to know your plot. They just need the emotional truth.
Okay.
I think what could be really helpful for you is if you clarify, like, what is this song about? And then what are some of the concepts or ideas underneath that? Like, where is that idea coming from? But that'll help you. Like, this song is about my feeling stuck. And so everything has to support that idea, and just having that clarity. It might change while you're writing it and go, oh, it's not about being stuck. I feel lonely, or I'm angry. And then you go, oh, it's actually about that, you know?
Yeah. Because I was just thinking about the song Stuck in the Middle of You, and I was going to explore the lyrics of that song kind of, because it has that theme. But yeah, you're totally right. The loneliness is what it's about.
I don't know. I'm just saying we have to like give ourselves somewhere to aim for, but then we have to allow ourselves to adjust as we write, because we might find out, oh, that's not what it's about.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul. Yeah, in regards to that, I wrote a song called Old Familiar. And the song is written in
Oh, you've got muted. Hold on. I'm not sure. Oh. Sorry, I think you muted again.
Sorry, yeah, it looks like it got muted. There we go.
Okay.
Right.
The lyric is something like, welcome back, I hear the screen door. So I can't remember all these lyrics right now, but it was like, don't you know I don't want you anymore? But you sit down like an old friend, and I'm having this conversation with somebody. I'm not, no, can't you see, like, I don't want you anymore. Old familiar, like, it's really referring to this person as old familiar. And it sounds like a relationship, but it was actually about loneliness. That I was writing this song about feeling lonely, and that loneliness just always came back to me. And someone once asked me like, oh, I love that song. It makes me cry. What's it about? I'm like, no, it's about whatever it is about to you. Like that, whatever it is to you, I don't want to change that. And they're like, no, really, what's it about? And I said, well, it's about loneliness. And she said, I knew it. I had a boyfriend just like that. So she didn't even actually hear me when I said what it was written about, and which was great. I didn't want to spoil her relationship to the song, but that's what she got. She's like, oh, I had a relationship just like that. Right. So we can all interpret a song our own way. But that's what I was saying, like that emotion needed to be there. That she's like, oh, I had a relationship that made me feel lonely. I had a relationship that just kept haunting me. Like, and that's what it was. It was a relationship to an emotion for me, to a state of being. Do we want to listen to one more? Or do you guys have some questions? Do you all have some questions that you'd like to ask?
Yeah, we could, maybe we could, what, are you able to do the AMAs on Facebook like last time? With follow-up questions
yeah,
that people,
sure.
because we could just keep questions for that and throw one more song in if people are
Sure.
okay.
Throw one more song in.
Cool, let's do it. Let me get this up again.
I have a hard out at 1 o'clock.
Okay, cool. Let's make this one quick then. I'll do another randomization real quick. Okay, somewhere along the way, I don't know who sent that one, but if you're here, maybe raise your hand. Anyone send me somewhere along the way? Oh, Harley. Okay, cool. Awesome. So we'll listen to that then.
Ooh.
Let me find it real quick. Sorry, 1 second here.
Yeah, I think that, the best way to be a better writer is to keep writing, co-write, because you learn things from other people, things that they do. And you're like, oh, I didn't see songwriting like that. And reading and listening to songs that you absolutely love and songs that were hits. Like, what are they doing? What do I like about it?
Harley, do you have the lyrics too? Maybe just pop them in the chat so we can see those while we're listening.
Somewhere along the way we fell in love. Somewhere along the way we kissed. Somewhere along the way we broke apart, and we got lost that way. I remember when we first met. I remember so well. You fell asleep in my arms. Never slept so well. So now I'm here, waiting for you to come to me. I hope I'll be safe from all the tragedy of being apart from you.
I'm going to say two things. This is really beautiful. There's a cool song here. So one thing to be really aware of is when you're writing, that the emphasis and the rhythm of a word is fitting well with your melody. Like there was something awkward in like the somewhere along the way we kissed or we broke apart. Something in there, the emphasis of the word actually was in the wrong syllable in order to match your melody. So you want to make sure that that lyric is really going with the melody. Hi, puppy. That it fits. And so I think actually, in general, you could smooth out so that we have your melody, but instead of kind of showing us the melody, I think if you sang smoother and allowed for some of those changes, right? If it's somewhere along the way, ba-da-da-da-da-da, somewhere along the way we kissed, instead of we kissed, like, don't make the match every time. Somewhere along the way we broke apart, and that, so that there's an even part and then there's a change. Like allow for some of those changes. It's great for the ear. Now, here's the big part of what I want to say. the broke apart happened really fast. I was like, oh, we fell in love, we kissed, then we broke apart. To me, that dissolvement happened so quickly, I wasn't ready for it. And then you go back to, I remember you fell asleep and you never slept so well. I'm going to ask you how. What, like, for every line, what's the description? How did you know they never slept so well? Can you, like, you fell asleep in my arms, or you fell asleep, like, your head in the crook of my elbow, and you didn't move for hours. That would tell me they never slept so well. And because I don't know what slept so well means. How do you know that? So the specific is going to make it oh yeah, I've done that. I've fallen asleep on my partner and I didn't move. I was like so cozy. That gets me into the memory of sleeping so well. Sleeping so well is a description. Now, chorus. So now I'm here. I think that's the chorus. Yeah. So now I'm here waiting for you to come to me. I hope I'll be safe from all the tragedy of being apart from you. Again, it's more descriptive than it is in the thing, but this song is beautiful. You're actually telling me that you're feeling tragedy. You're feeling broken apart. You're waiting for this person and hoping they'll return. I want that chorus to tell me more about your pain instead of watching you wait. I'm waiting for you. So for me, the story kind of moves too fast to get me there. Like, maybe it's, we fell in love and we kissed, and I remember when we met, da-da-da. Maybe the last line says, how did we lose it all? And then you're in the pain of the loss. And because it's kind of, it's going back and forth in a way that I'm not with you on that path. And I don't know why. I don't know what broke you apart, and I need to know why. You don't have to tell me the plot again, but I do need to know, like you said, they moved away. Why'd they move? Like, what caused this break? And if you don't know, that could be part of the tragedy of this chorus. Like, now I'm at a loss. I don't know what happened. Are you waiting? Is it hopeful that they'd come back? Because again, there's no hint in the song that they would actually come back. So are you, like, I really just want more of your raw emotional pain in this chorus. Like, I'm hoping, I'm waiting, I'm in this deep sadness. I can't stand being apart from you. And if that's the case, I need a hint somewhere in there that maybe you have a chance, or maybe you don't. It's definitely over, and that's why I'm in so much pain. So for me, that's what's happening with the lyrics, is they're not, I'm hoping that you'll come back, but there's nothing in the verses or the pre-chorus, or like, there's nothing before that that tells me there's hope for it. You broke apart, but I don't know why. So I need some of that answered, but thematically your chorus is really strong of, like, I'm in pain and I want to feel your pain. I want a description. I want to be in the image of your pain. I want to be in the emotion of your pain, not a description. Does that make sense?
Harley, I was trying to ask you to unmute, but I'm not sure if you're getting the message to unmute.
So Harley, answer me. I gotta jump, but answer me, because I have a session. Answer 100%. Does any of that make sense to you, Harley? Yeah. Can you unmute? Oh, for some reason you can't. Well, feel free, like, if you want to, in the Q&A, like, feel free to answer some stuff and give some, if you have questions. I'm glad to give you a little more time, especially. But again, I think the story has got, I love the somewhere along the way. Like, it does have that questioning, like, how, where, how, somewhere, like, what happened, when. It gives us that mystery of confusion. I want to know what the tragedy is specifically. Instead of telling me that you're safe from tragedy, I want to know what the tragedy is. Is it that you're walking the halls, that you hate sleeping alone? Is it that you miss that person, holding their hand, like, specific? But like, that pain of loss is great in that chorus. Like, I want the pain of loss. Yeah, great.
Thank you so much, everybody, for submitting songs, and
Thank
this
you.
was great, Wendy.
Yes, thank you,
everything.
everybody.
Thank you so much. Well,
Thank you, Wendy.
hopefully we'll see you next week. And thanks, Wendy, again.
Yes, thank you all.
Have a good rest of your day.
Cheers, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.